Launch into space in the coming years is backed by our scientists and engineers right here in the Rocket City. As you probably know, the Marshall Space Flight Center is a key part of the Artemis missions. NASA administrators from Washington, D.C. took a tour around the center, and our Kanisha Dees was there, and she joins us now. How cool was it there, Kanisha?
Julie, it was really cool. It was quite the sight to see. I got to check out the manufacturing site for the hardware that will help launch the spacecraft for all 3 Artemis missions. Check it out.
This one will be on the flight when we do our first landing of the first woman and the next man on the moon.
This launch vehicle stage adapter, one of the many highlights throughout Tuesday's tour around the Marshall Space Flight Center. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and Deputy Administrator Pam Melroy got a look at the center's advanced manufacturing in space transportation, habitats, and life support system.
I saw that kind of manufacturing that's going to take place on orbit.
We are so ready for Artemis. I mean, that actually was never in any question. I'm thinking Mars. I'm thinking 20 years from now and all the things that we have to prove out on the moon.
While the Marshall Space Flight Center is an integral part of the Artemis missions, leaders also realize there's a need for infrastructure improvements. Case in point, this decommissioned key administrative building.
That building needs to be replaced.
Nelson says the current Build Back Better bill, which has yet to be passed through the Senate, includes funds allocated to infrastructure, which could help buildings like these at the Marshall Space Flight Center. As for the constant delays in the Artemis missions, NASA leaders say safety is a priority. Leaders say any one thing that could go wrong could be detrimental to the missions.
We're doing the hard thing, the really hard stuff that no one but NASA is willing to take on.
NASA should take its time, make sure it's safe, and in the case of human beings in the loop, that is especially true.
Safety, definitely a priority. And I know we're all anxious for when Artemis 1 will take off. This one, which will be without crew members, is expected to take off sometime around February. The main mission for that one is a flight test around the moon. Julia?